Hi guys, it's Seth. Welcome back to Warthog Defense. Another truth warrior rides off into the fog of war. Literally. Russian propagandist Andrei Filatov took his motorcycle for a spin near Pokrovsk and met an FPV drone with better aim than his camera. Now he's missing and his friends are blaming the Magyar. Maybe next time skip the GoPro and bring a helmet.
Russian propagandist Andrei Filatov, who was being hunted by a Ukrainian FPV drone, has disappeared in the Donetsk region. According to the Russian media, the motorcycle on which Filatov was traveling alone was attacked by an FPV drone near Pokrovsk. Russian military correspondent Andrei Filatov worked for the pro-Kremlin news agency Russia Today. It is also reported that the attack took place in the morning of Friday, July 25. The Russians later found the propagandist's motorcycle and personal belongings. Filatov still does not get in touch. The camera that recorded how Filatov was being hunted by the Ukrainian drone was also taken from the site. According to Ukrainian journalist and soldier Yuri Butusov, Filatov was moving to the area of responsibility of the 414th Unmanned Strike Aviation Brigade, formed on the basis of birds of Magyars. It is likely that they hit the propagandist. At the same time, no one has confirmed Filatov's elimination. And this is info from Russian Telegram channels. Friends, today our friend Andrei Filatov near Pokrovsk was targeted by the enemy with an FPV drone. Neither Andrei nor the people who were at the location at that moment have made contact. The area where Andrei disappeared is under fire from the Magyar. According to updated information, contact was lost early in the morning. Personal belongings were found at the site. No one has been admitted to any hospital. A motorcycle, personal belongings, and a camera on the motorcycle were found at the site. A Russian assault group is destroyed. Assault group near Mirnorod. A building in Novo-Ekonomishna in the direction of Mirnohrad was destroyed while housing a group of Russian forces. A Russian artilleryman has written a highly critical commentary on the way that the Russian army manages small units, which he says discourages independent thought and empowers scoundrels. The Ghost of Novorossiya Telegram channel posts the thoughts of an artilleryman with the call sign LAME about the controls of small units at the platoon, company or battery level. The old army maxim does not work. Until you have risen to the rank of colonel, you do not need to think. Just follow orders. In general, it is a bad habit not to think, and in a modern war it is fraught with death. Even the execution of a simple order, move from point A to point B, requires comprehensive consideration. When to move, what transport, what order to form the group, how to organize communications, what is the electronic situation, what enemy impacts are possible, etc. Yes, in the army, the initiative is still the initiators, but the ones lacking initiative rot in the nearest plantation. We must both look for new solutions ourselves and encourage the initiative of subordinates and colleagues. The scourge of our people, decent and capable people, do not go to important positions because they see in them only a burden of responsibility. Scoundrels climb on them because they see opportunities for themselves personally. This is one of the reasons for the negative selection. Accordingly, for your subordinates, it is worth creating a system of motivation for a career for capable ones. We traditionally have a tendency to hyper-control. They set a task and every minute they start what, where, when, how much. A lot of time is wasted on constant reports, meetings, etc. Set a task, specified the parameters of the required result, outlined the time frame. That's it. Let the subordinate choose the methods of implementation himself, within the law. This point does not contain issues of supplies. It is clear that the state will issue everything, but there must be a certain level of autonomy. Without freelance vehicles, generators, data processing and transmission facilities, it will be difficult and inconvenient. First of all, it is inconvenient for you. The motherland can issue something, so you need to go and pester the heads of services. And something should be found or purchased yourself, regardless of we must be provided with everything. You can still write many points, but the main thing is that a commander of any level must think about any task. There are few ready-made action algorithms for current military operations. They quickly become obsolete. And therefore, the officer corps should again become, if not the intellectual elite of the country, then at least a pool from which the beginnings of such an elite can be drawn. And the Ukrainian artillery is actually working. Footage shows Ukraine's 82nd Air Assault Brigade striking Russian positions with multiple launch rocket systems. The 82nd Air Assault Brigade is one of Ukraine's most elite and modernized units, equipped with Western-supplied gear like British Challenger 2 tanks and Stryker armored vehicles. Formed and trained specifically for breakthrough operations, it played a key role in Ukraine's 2023 counter-offensive. Fast, mobile and heavily armed, the 82nd is designed to punch through Russian lines, where other units stall, bringing firepower, precision and shock effect to the battlefield. Sometimes it's interesting to see the other side. This footage shows the Russian Gyatsint-K, a 152mm self-propelled howitzer on a truck chassis. The Gyatsint-K is a Soviet-era self-propelled gun designed for long-range fire support, capable of delivering powerful strikes against enemy fortifications, artillery positions, and concentrations of troops. Mounted on a wheeled chassis, it offers solid mobility and can redeploy quickly, an essential feature in modern artillery duels. Despite its age, it's still in active use by both Russian and Ukrainian forces due to its impressive range and destructive capability. The system operates with a crew that loads and fires manually, making it less automated but reliable and battle-tested. With the right crew and good positioning, the Gyatsint-K can deliver rapid, accurate fire and retreat before counter-battery fire lands, a classic Soviet shoot-and-scoot doctrine. While newer systems offer more automation or precision, the Gyatsint-K remains a dependable tool in high-intensity warfare, especially when integrated with drones for targeting and battlefield awareness. Trump on a potential Zelensky-Putin meeting. It will happen, but it should have happened 3 months ago. But it will happen. His usual vague tone, but the message is clear. He still believes he alone can push such talks forward.
Ukraine, what would it take to force Zelensky and Putin to sit down together, maybe with you?
It's going to happen, but it should have happened 3 months ago. It's going to happen.
President Zelensky inspected National Guard training exercises, observing preparation of tank and IFV crews, as well as operators of strike, reconnaissance and logistics drones. Troops are using modern simulators and conducting drills in conditions as close to combat as possible. The Ukrainian National Guard is a versatile military force operating under the Interior Ministry, tasked with both combat and security roles. Since the full-scale invasion, it has evolved into a frontline component, fighting alongside regular army units in hotspots like Bakhmut and Avdiivka. Made up of volunteer battalions and experienced soldiers, the Guard handles everything from urban combat to rear area security, drone warfare and prisoner exchanges. It's a critical force that blends discipline, mobility and high morale. Ask ChatGPT.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.